This is your radio salvation. Go, 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 go.
Discus Lariat!
The huge suplex!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for joining us. I am Aaron Phillips, Scott Ozzie in the middle, Matt Mullen on the end, and in the steel cage, our bellboy, Mr. Jason Piper. Gentlemen, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. What's that Flames logo over there
You know,
in a Las Vegas studio?
that's a good question.
It's Canada Day, but that ain't no excuse either.
There, it's for Canada Day.
Yeah.
We want to wish everybody a happy Canada Day. By the way, Aaron, I want you to turn your mic up.
Blame
Please explain
Canada.
what Canada Day is for those
Sing
who do
the
not
Canadian national anthem for us so
know.
we can
Backwards.
kneel.
And backwards.
I have no idea.
What Canada Day is?
Yeah, it's like the independence of Canada or something.
So it's like July 4th
You
for
have
Canada.
no
Pretty much.
idea.
No idea.
And you're Canadian.
Yeah.
That's sad. No, that's par for the course for this country and the world.
Next
Well-
week on Thoughts Count Anywhere.
Send your comments to scott@thoughtskountanywhere.com because I'll take them.
There you go. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. Anyway, anytime.
Huh?
Hey, let's take care of some business, shall we?
Well, there's a true veteran in the house right now. We've got
Chief in the house?
Yes.
Chief is in the house.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, if you want to give us a call, we want you to be part of our show, of course, as always. 702-329-6947, and at some point the phone numbers will appear right below me here at some point.
Sure they will.
At some point.
If you're out of the country, you can call 855-502-4321. You can also send us a tweet, of course. Live tweets will appear on the screen if you use hashtag ThoughtsCountAnywhere. And, of course, as always, our chat rooms are being monitored by each and every one of us so that we can answer your questions, comments, thoughts, queries, innuendos, pseudonyms, homonyms. Heck, even if you want to sing a hymn, that's okay, too. We got a lot going on, at least I think we do, in the world of professional wrestling. Oh, look, the QR code has popped up there, right?
Other way.
Other
There.
way.
One of these days you'll get it.
Right there. So anytime during the live broadcast or, of course, on the playback, just put your QR code scanner up on your phone. It'll take you right to our website, which is?
ThoughtsCountAnywhere.com.
Which, again, I want to just mention what a great job Matt has been doing in building that website and giving everybody just some great content.
Thank you.
Have you been on there yet?
I was one of the first ones on there. I was the beta site or the beta user.
You were the beta user?
Yes, but I was not on there this week. I apologize.
As a matter of fact, I've even employed Mr. Matt's talents to build the Thoughts. What's the other
Twin
show?
Brothers
Twin
from
Brothers from
Different
Different Mothers website. Twin Brothers at twinbrothers.vegas. I got so many sites in my head.
Who had 2.5 minutes on the over-under? Okay, I did.
Hello, Ryan. Oh, Tim Menville is there. Thank you, Tim, for watching. Got everybody chatting in and jumping into the chat room. We appreciate it.
My daughter, Tabitha. Hey,
Tabitha's
Tabby.
in there? You had any shout-outs in your chat room?
No one likes him.
No,
I'm
nobody
in a
likes.
fragment.
Nobody got the
likes
bigger
Matt.
name, and nobody likes.
Do you have a watch party going there, Mr. Jason?
My father is watching.
There you go. Papa Piper. Pick the pickle
Pickle peppers. I knew that was coming.
Also, we have a guest. Yeah, I see. We also have a guest in studio. Someone I've referenced for many years on my shows. I affectionately call her Radar for my time and calling semi-pro football from the booth. She was our spotter. My daughter Stacy from Virginia is in the house tonight. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That's it. You can sit back.
Thank
You're
you.
done. That was it. I only promised she could only say hello. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to do anything. But she's here watching us do our crazy stuff. Anyway, okay. Time for the bell. I hear Steve Nagel. Thank you for watching. I hear voices. It is time. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a cinematic, theatrical, boneyard-style kind of Swamp Thing match.
Well,
How is that going to work?
Well, considering the Boneyard match with Undertaker and AJ was great, in my opinion, and from what we have today with the bad in-studio, in arena, whatever they want to call those shows. They've
Did
got
you
to
say
do
in Reno? Or
in arena.
In arena.
In
Okay,
arena.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, but they got to do something because the match is absolutely below. There's no crowd noise. There's no enthusiasm. Yay! 20
Yeah.
people doing this in a crowd from NXT just
Right.
doesn't work for me.
But at least tonight I saw some that were wearing masks.
Yeah, they were wearing masks on Monday night too. And WWE is probably going to be going on a hiatus like most of the country here soon. We hope it's not, but unfortunately, news isn't good. And anybody who's reading the dirt sheets knows WWE might be going on a hiatus. So.
Yeah, probably after Extreme Rules, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's volume is up high. Who is that, Mr. Producer? Can always tell the guilty party
The
when they don't-
producer.
when they don't want to look at you in the eye.
Flash over there.
Yes, Chief. I'm trying to stay on your good side by wearing my Karrion Cross shirt tonight. I was going to bring my belt and have my valet carry it, but you know.
you
I
call
thought-
her a valet?
Well, she would be my valet carrying my belt, right?
Wow.
Is that
I
not
would
a-
have done it.
See?
I would have done it.
What kind of is that? Not a great daughter or what? I'm telling you, she would have carried my belt and everything, but I didn't.
I
want
wouldn't
to
have given him the belt. I would have carried it, but
Okay.
it would have stayed on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to check her suitcase when she leaves later this week. Make sure it ain't in there.
Your ATM card, I'd worry more about.
Yeah, well, and we went up to a store. She needed some new sporting headgear. She is wearing one tonight. So Daddy had to go take her to.
Are those half price now because there's no season or
Actually, that one was. It was a buy one get one. That was the half off one.
Okay.
That is very true. All right, so are we excited about a swamp match where I've heard everything from alligators being in somewhere around? I mean, what are they talking about for this?
I'm excited for it just because Bray Wyatt gets to put like his own spin on something, and he's like probably one of the best creative minds in wrestling right now. So if Vince gives him the creative freedom like he has been, could be something pretty cool.
Are they looking for magic in a bottle twice because of the Boneyard
Yes.
match? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's obvious, but hopefully, when is Extreme Rules? That's coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, I think it's like the middle of July.
Because they're doing a double contract signing tonight, or they did that on Monday. Didn't
That was
they?
on Monday.
That was on Monday. So, and then the Bailey and Sasha are supposed to be defending their tag team belts tonight on NXT, right?
No,
Io
NXT.
Shirai versus Sasha
Banks.
Oh, so is this
In a
one-on-one?
non-title match.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was a tag. Okay.
On a pay-per-view non-title match. That makes sense.
Right, exactly. A non-pay-per-view pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Such
non-title match will draw ratings though. For
Like,
sure.
Of course.
Yeah, why not?
Of course. You know, here they are. Chief, by the way, says hi to you, Jason. I don't know if you're able to see the chat room in the watch party, but big topic though the last 24 hours was NXT and WWE using the Great American Bash because it was Dusty's thing. He originated the Bash, right? And how that was reflecting on nothing more than just what's the word they used? Scheduling to go against
AEW.
AEW tonight by using the Great American Bash name.
Yeah.
So counter scheduling, counter something or other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next topic. Liv Morgan appears to be going back on the shelf. Your thoughts, gentlemen? Let's start with Jason. Sorry,
Wow,
I didn't mean to
really?
wake him up over there.
My thoughts on that.
All right,
I don't
Matt.
have any.
No, I was just kidding.
I don't have any.
It's only
Don't
an
have-
hour show.
Okay. All right.
Matt,
Liv Morgan.
I thought she had like potential to be like a pretty good like single star, but now apparently they're putting her back with Ruby Riott to put her back in a tag team, which Vince loves to do to people like Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. He won't let them run by themselves either. So
I think Cesaro well overdue for that singles push, and it's just too bad he'll never get
I
it.
think like the Paul Heyman effect of like everybody he was trying to push is going away like that.
It's a good point. Scott?
Shane's not happy with her for all those insiders that know what that means.
Shane McMahon?
Yeah.
Oh, are we alluding to something? Are we alluding to a little controversy here?
All I know is there's a lot of divas in the past that have expressed that if Shane didn't like you, or if Shane liked you, and we'll just leave it at that.
There you go. Ryan Smith says, remember they did the Firefly Funhouse match at Mania, and that was good too. If they let Bray have control of the Swamp match, it could be good. Just something about
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Just something about wrestling around crocodiles and alligators, though. I don't know. Anyway, bell please. Baron Corbin better pull up the wambulance because he's not happy. He's going in a feud with Matt Riddle.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like one of the dumbest things I've heard in a while. He said he should go against 5 enhancement talents. Like, what's the point? It's not like you have to go 5 warm-up games to go to the World Series.
Well, some
Kind
consider
of
it,
predetermined.
some
and-
consider the 162 game schedule a warm-up season for some teams, but
Like, what is the
absolutely.
point of going against 5 enhancement talents to go against Baron Corbin?
Is it Baron Corbin just having an ego issue for him with himself, knowing that he's probably the number one heel in the game right now for WWE?
You should just be happy to the fact that
He's employed.
There you go.
And there's probably a reason why he's not going to wrestle Matt Riddle. I don't see that on the rumor thing.
I didn't see.
Ah.
Do we have a scoop?
Well, just Matt's not in good graces with the public of things that might have happened in the past.
Yes, that is true. Well,
Oh, yeah.
well, Sammy, what's his name? Sammy, I'm going to job up his last.
Guevara?
That's the guy.
Guevara,
I mean,
yeah.
they suspended him right away.
Yeah.
At AEW.
He's got to go to counseling and everything.
Yeah, before they even bring him back, right?
A wrestler counseling.
Maybe they need
That makes for a good pay-per-view.
maybe they need Kane and Daniel Bryan's counselor
yeah,
for anger
exactly.
management.
That's all I was getting at.
Who knows? Blah, can't display text. What are you talking about? What text are you talking about,
I've
sir?
lost all the text.
Like the phone numbers and.
Oh, okay.
stuff.
All right. No
he
worries.
cannot
Okay.
display text on the screen. For those who can't see it, we're reading it for you.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're having a slight technical difficulty.
Well, there was a blue bar across the bottom. I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure it didn't mean anything else so we don't get politically in trouble.
We're already there.
Oh! And you thought I was bad today.
702-329-6947 is our phone number if you're local within the United States. If you're outside the U.S., 855-502-4321. Give us a call. Give us your thoughts on Liv Morgan. Give us your thoughts on the Swamp match. Give us your thoughts on maybe WWE going away for a while. Just give us your thoughts. Send us a live tweet. We'd love to address it as well using hashtag ThoughtsCount anywhere. And of course, as always, not only are you watching us right now on Facebook, but we're also live right now on YouTube. We're also live on Twitter, Periscope, GoLive.Vegas. We're on the downloadable mobile app, Go Live Vegas. We're on Twitch. And then, of course, where can they hear our podcasts?
Every audio site there is, and I made it a little easier for everybody. If you have an Alexa or Google speaker, all you have to say is, "Hey Alexa, play Thoughts Count Anywhere," and our episode will start playing for you.
You can't ask for anything easier than that, can we?
Nope.
Except for advertisers. If somebody wants to advertise with us, how would they do that?
Contact us at info@thoughtscountanywhere.com.
There you go.
I like asking my Alexa if I'm awesome. And it says, I'm the awesomest.
We'll have to reprogram that.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
exactly.
Would you please? When did The Miz show up? That's
Or
what I
I'm
wanna
cooler
know.
than Beyonce or something like that. It said one time. I'm like, awesome.
Cooler than Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, all right, anything else on the Baron Corbin thing?
No.
We're good?
Nah.
Ring the bell, please. WWE sending out feelers. This is old news already because it was called about 2 weeks ago on Tessa Blanchard signing with WWE.
I know nothing.
We have ways to make you speak.
Oh,
Obviously, well, it was reported Triple H reached out to her.
yeah, exactly. And
As-
here's the scoop. First of all, for all the haters out there, Tessa is the number one free agent out there in the business. The only person that would probably raise more controversy right now would be CM Punk.
Yeah.
But realistically, Tessa is the number one. She's going to sign. For all the haters out there, hate all you want.
We'll
There's
make
gonna-
war.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, she's going to have a belt on her quicker than you will ever. So
Pipe bomb.
Will she? All right. So here's an interesting question: Will she get a belt around her waist faster than Karrion Kross?
no, because Karrion's already on TV,
Okay.
and if they play it correctly tomorrow night, because they have not tomorrow night. It's taped tomorrow night, but
It's not easy, is it,
Yeah,
Scott?
exactly. It's actually next Wednesday for the 2-night Great American Bash, but it's being taped tonight and tomorrow. If they play this correctly, Karrion should have a belt or at least a match scheduled. I mean, end of Keith Lee and Adam Cole should be the
It should
Karrion
be-
Kross coming out. So
It should be Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross for both belts.
yeah, I could see that happening.
That'd be a heck of a match.
So he was the one that smashed the hourglass when.
Yep.
Keith Lee was
Yeah.
the same hourglass that we saw Scarlett put in the middle of the ring with Adam Cole that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Wow, I missed that. How did I miss
Then
it?
like she grabbed like some of the sand and you see Cross's foot come across like the whole thing and
And especially with
TikTok.
with Becky being out and Charlotte being out now, they need a dominant woman on the Raw side. So there's your answer.
Right on.
She can write her own ticket.
Well, pretty much from what I read, Triple H gave her the keys to the kingdom. Basically said, whatever you want. I mean,
Yeah, we all know that Impact couldn't match that.
they would just give her the key and say good
Not
luck.
even that.
The key
Right.
ring.
The key ring, exactly. All right, I think we're going to step aside for our first break because we got some bills to pay. You are watching Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from Go Live Vegas Studios in Las Vegas. Matt, Jason, Scott, Aaron, we'll be back right after this.
Old world recipes, old world style, old world taste. Burnt Offerings at 3909 West Sahara Avenue is where the old world meets Las Vegas for a dining experience like no other. Burnt Offerings, where foodies dine.
What's up, guys? It's Jeff Cobb here. Come check out Power Play Sports Collectibles. Buy some collectibles, buy some wrestling figures, and all that fun stuff.
Welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere. Aaron Phillips, Scott, Matt, Jason, AA, Ron on the board, and we'd love for you to be part of the show. Give us a call, 702-329-6947. Listen, everybody asks questions in the chat room, but I'd really love to have some live voices call in with their questions. Ryan asks if Tessa signs with WWE, who should be her first feud, assuming, of course, the big match will be Charlotte, but outside of Charlotte, who would be, because Charlotte's out, so let's assume she signs relatively soon. Who do you think the first feud should be?
I mentioned it in our little chat room that I think they'll put the belt on Nia because obviously Asuka's not working. Yeah, I know. Me too. And then who's the
Easy.
logical?
You have the puke emoji over there?
yeah.
That's right. Do you have that little stick face?
Let me
on there? What do you
see.
have?
Do I?
How about the purple one? That might
What
be
am
right.
I
No.
missing? He's got little.
The purple one
Lollipops
is
or
not
something?
it's a devil emoji.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Those are put up there by Johnny Bird, weren't they?
No, actually, they were not. All the wall decorations in the cage was put up by A.A. Ron himself.
We have no throw up one. Sorry.
Okay.
Blah.
So he'll be our human soundboard. So
I can
you're,
do that.
You're thinking Nia will win the title as a carryover or as a
Tessa
jab?
walks in, yeah. Takes
Interesting.
out the giant behemoth.
She's your favorite, Scott. Come on now.
Yes. She's on my speed dial.
Yes.
Right, Chief?
702-329-6947. Who do you want to see Tessa Blanchard feud with first outside of Charlotte?
Ryan Smith gave you your emoji.
I just saw it pop
Yeah, he
up.
did, didn't he?
I just saw that pop up. Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it. Outside of Charlotte, who would you want to see Tessa's first feud against?
I talked to Ryan earlier this week. I agreed with what he said. Sonya Deville would be a good match for her.
Yeah, I want to see Sonya get that push personally. I think she'd be great.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be getting a push. You got to have somebody who's going to take the fall and take the bump.
No, but that's okay. But I think she could go with her and make it. And Let me ask you a question. Would it hurt Sonya if she goes against Tessa and loses in a good match?
Yes, at this point.
It would hurt her, you
yeah,
think?
Because you have Tessa coming in, holding a men's belt from another organization. Yes, Vince, obviously wants to kick, Impact in the teeth.
Right.
But he's not going to ruin that.
Okay.
So you have Tessa come in strong, just like you've had Karrion.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, how long were Karrion's matches? Our intro's longer than those matches.
I think I just got up off the couch and
Yeah.
took one step and his match was done. But good point. All good stuff. If you're outside the U.S., like down in Mexico, if a certain freelance wrestler wants to call in, 855-502-4321 is our number. Of course, you can send us a live tweet using the hashtag. You can't do a live tweet? No, that's right. You can't show it anyway. But if you want to, just for
This is
shits
the
and
night we're
giggles-
getting probably 1,000 tweets right now.
I
You
know,
that?
right?
Yeah.
And I even tweeted before the show went out, the ghost must be taking over the board or something. We must have what was that name? Ghost Rider?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Who are you going to call? Not us. Not us. That was Bernard's show. There you go. Betty White makes her
Yeah.
long-awaited appearance right after Carl Reiner kicks the bucket at 98 years old. We'll
Yeah,
talk
how
about that
sad.
later. You know what? I mean, that whole genre of comedians, I mean, there's really nobody left but maybe Betty White.
First of all, those comedians could not do today's comedy.
No, nor would they. Nor
Yeah.
would they.
Yeah, they couldn't. I mean,
You'd have to apologize
even-
79
yeah.
times.
Even Richard Pryor, even Eddie Murphy. I'm surprised Coming to America is actually going to be released.
Yeah, they're redoing it, right?
Well,
Or
he's
is it-
got number 2 coming out, part 2.
So that must be why, like, the MTV channels and all that is like flooding Coming to America now, the original one, because it's,
Right,
it's
yeah.
all over on every
It's
channel.
going to be like the politically correct version now.
Which would be what?
Not funny.
Oh, okay.
And you held a straight face.
I know. Damn, I tried baiting him. I tried baiting him, and it didn't work. That's what you get when you work with the security guard. The guy has a poker face that, Ryan says Cross's entrance is longer than his matches.
True.
Which in a lot of cases, so was the Undertaker's for a long time. His entrance was like forever before he would get to the ring. And anyway, I digress. Ring a bell. Nikki and Brie Bella's mom had successful brain surgery yesterday, which if you've been following Total that's not Nikki Bella and Brie. So your timing on putting that up was really bad.
Oh, Jesus.
There'd be a lot of apologies.
Yes, there will. Send your apologies to Aaron E.
at GoLive.Vegas.
If you've been watching Total Bellas the last couple of weeks, you notice that their mom had been talking about pain and headaches and migraines and stuff, and came out that they found a tumor. Actually, you mentioned it. Stacy actually saw the article. It was a tumor on the back of the spine at the base of the neck or something that was causing her all the
Matt,
problems.
you can talk about this.
Yeah, she had a tumor on her brainstem. It was the exact same thing I had when I was 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
what's
Kurt Angle had too.
so what's the recovery like for that? What kind of prognosis? What does she have to do to get back to healthy like you did?
I feel like Dr. Phil.
Nothing. Like, it was just a lot of rest, and they wouldn't let me do like PE in school for like a year.
Okay.
And
You probably couldn't lift
play
a whole lot,
sports.
right? You couldn't lift things for a while, I would take it. I mean, putting
No,
that
not
pressure.
really, because they had to take like a piece of my skull out, and they never put it back in. So.
Oh,
Explains everything.
Leonard Nimoy in Search Up. We got the
Yes.
answer now. That's good. Well, all right, but no side effects now, other than just the skull piece that they never put back. That
No,
right?
like
I mean,
my hearing came back, my vision came back. I was
Okay.
like blind in this eye and
Really?
deaf in this ear before like they took it out.
And we've had this conversation a couple weeks ago when he was over the house because a family member who has an issue right now that we're trying to address. And so, yeah, no, it's something
Wow.
very serious. And I wish Brie and Nikki's mom the best in recovery. Even though surgery's yesterday, that still doesn't mean she's totally recovered.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
no. Gosh, no. But
you
she
know,
It's not real
survived the
scary until you ask the neurosurgeon what's the worst that can happen.
yeah.
And they're like, you might not be able to speak again, hear again, talk again, walk again. They just name everything. I'm like, crap.
Yeah,
It's a
for
reality
somebody your
check.
age, I mean, that's very traumatic. It's traumatic for anybody. But somebody as a young man, still in school and that, just wondering, no.
You know,
We're
like
hap-
put
we're
in the
happy you're
operating room and you see all the power tools sitting there. And I'm like, what's that? and
And
they're
you
like, oh, you're going to cut your head open with this. I was like, put me out now.
And
Well, it's just like my back surgery. I told you that. I saw the screws with a DeWalt being put in. I was like,
that's when you're waiting for Dr. Derek Shepard to walk in and
Yeah.
do his thing, right? Well,
I'll
listen,
take Meredith.
Yeah, but she's not the brain surgeon, though. But she's not the
A
brain
mechanic, a car
She can
mechanic.
chance it.
surgeon. The sister maybe. Do you have a picture of the mom? I mean, you've got Nikki up there, you got Nikki and Bree, but if you can find their mom, that would be very beneficial. Mrs. John Laurinaitis, by the
There
way.
you go.
Really?
Yes, really.
What? I was just helping him.
No,
So-
I just didn't know the connection. Now I do. The last name tells you everything about that whole family.
Bella?
Yeah, okay.
Bella?
Yeah, mom, laryngitis. Okay.
Well, at least she made it through surgery, if nothing else. So that's a good sign for now, and hopefully, yeah, absolutely, we give her the best. All right, next topic. Somehow, with all of this stuff going on, Vince McMahon is now worth nearly $2 billion, which is up 10% basically over the last 3 months. How? There she is. There you go. There's the trio. How, when you don't have WrestleMania, when you don't have all this other, I mean, is merchandise that good that he's up $2 billion?
Like I've said in the past, merchandise is what makes Vince money.
Yeah.
And house shows or even pay-per-views, Monday Night Raw, do not make money. They have never made money. It is strictly merchandise. So when you're in your own arena or performance center, rent-free.
They're not shelling out money now.
They're not, and the talent is like 6 people, every
They
week.
got to drive in. They don't even fly
Yeah.
9/10 of
Exactly.
them in anymore.
Well, they are flying, and they're having some issues getting people back because they're having to drop them in Philly and having them drive into New York where they live for some of them. But wrestling matches do not make money. So he's raking in the dough right now. Yes.
There you go.
Between the
Where's my
merchandise and the
stimulus
Fox
packages?
deal, I think that's what's making most of
Oh,
his
yeah.
money.
All right, so I'm going to jump ahead as long as we're talking about Fox. Bell. WWE Backstage. Why did they cancel it?
It sucked. People expect wrestling. Mm-hmm. If they want a talk show, they come to TCA because we're the best.
There you go. All right.
We'll be the replacement for Backstage. No problem.
Give us all the interviews.
That's right. That's right. We won't ask for as much money as those guys. Maybe just a little less, but
Dino Danelli's in the house. How's that?
Dino Danelli.
Yes.
Didn't he have a song back in the day? Oh, that was Gino Vanelli. Sorry. Sorry, Dino. We digress very rapidly around here.
I love
Do you
Dino.
think-
He's the Scott Hosey fan club right now.
He's the only member?
Well, after this week, we'll talk about that in a rumor mill. Because it ain't a rumor.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Can we skip ahead now?
Sure.
But I do want to ask this question before
Yes.
we get to that. Could the failure of Backstage be because CM Punk? Everybody had this thing that he was going to be there every week. He was going to be a mainstay of the show. He was going to drop pipe bomb after pipe bomb on everything.
What are you
that's
showing?
No, he played on my Gino Vanelli comment. That's all. Could it be because CM Punk did not live up to or did not deliver what everybody thought was going to be a weekly thing with him to be there and really deliver pipe bomb after pipe bomb? Although that's hard to do when you're on a show owned by WWE and you don't have the freedom to say everything.
I think, honestly, people just want to watch the wrestling and hearing the rumors and stuff that you can read the internet, you can watch our show, and to rehash old shows doesn't work, especially with wrestling fans. With so much other wrestling to watch, there's got to be, 30 hours of wrestling a week. I don't have time to watch that.
Thank God for my DVR.
Yeah, so
'cause
somebody used to have time to watch all that, but not us. Yes, I'm in prime form today. Chief, you want to rescue me, please?
Do you guys? I'm going to ask a trivia question. Go back to that picture you just had up, if you don't mind.
Of CM Punk?
Yep. My trivia question. You guys probably know it, but I'll throw it out there anyway. Do you know what his real name is? Seriously.
I do, but it's stripped.
No, I'm being serious. Do you know? I heard him giggle, so that means you must know. You do know, Jason? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know.
Same.
Go. I'll say I don't, just for
Okay, I was
shits and
just
giggles.
asking. I was just asking. I'm not telling him now. No, Phil Brooks is his
Yeah.
name. Phil Brooks is his name, and he's the lucky one married to AJ Lee, right? Are they still married?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I'm just making sure. You don't know how the world turns around here. But okay,
She hasn't
yes.
gotten crazy enough for him yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And don't call her crazy in person.
Why not? She'll just
Well-
tell you. She'll basically just get you kicked out of a hotel.
Don't try to put your arm around her either. That's our flip out on
There
somebody.
you go.
Jason, was it that bad?
No, it actually wasn't that bad. Saw CM Punk almost deck a guy because someone did that.
Not
It's called
surprising.
an ego issue.
Thomas Burnett asks, so what happens to their TV contracts if they go on hiatus? WWE is what he's referring to, of course.
Well, they'll do like Undertaker vignettes of the history things
Like
like
they did
that.
last week?
Yeah, exactly.
On SmackDown.
They'll just do that, so they won't have an issue there.
Okay.
Plus, with all the stuff going on in the world right now, you can't Monday morning quarterback. I'm sure Fox doesn't want to piss off them, and they don't want to piss off Fox because there might be a half an NFL season too. They might need to fill in.
That's true.
Oh Lord.
So let's go back to your rumor.
What was that?
What were you alluding to? You know what it is. Let's go.
Oh, those out there that don't understand, we have a convention here that I was a 15-year board member of for CAC.
I'll stuff the ballot box.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. And Dino Danelli is my biggest fan right now. He asked, "How in the hell am I not president right now?" For those
Posey for president.
yeah, those interested,
2020.
I resigned 2 years ago because of B. Brian Blair, which means blind Brian Blair. I'm going on a tangent. I'm pulling a CM Punk right now.
Do it.
Go
Drop
for it.
pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Do it.
So basically, the CAC was canceled like every other
I'm
convention.
inviting B. Brian Blair
And,
right now.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
dead
Go
serious.
ahead. I got 3 questions for him, and I think you know all 3. Just answer one of them, the number 3 one.
The most important one.
Yeah, and you will never be seen in public again. Realistically, the CAC canceled their convention or postponed it. I'll give them that till September. And his whole, holy crap. He did invite him. Cool.
Dare you?
Yeah, dare me. But realistically, in a nutshell, the CAC's been postponed until September, and they really need to postpone it till next year. We don't know what's going on with this whole corona or COVID-19, whatever. Camp Monday Morning Quarterback, and 90% of the CAC members are in the elderly stage, in their 80s, 90s. Don't risk it. I don't want to hear that great people like a Terry Funk, Jim Ross, J.J. Dillon, people who are very close and dear to my heart, contract anything. Just bite the bullet. It's not going to cost the CAC anything. Push it to next year. If Major League Baseball can do it, you can do it.
And NFL. I just had that same thought.
And you know what? On Tuesday night, honor the 2020 honorees. On Wednesday night or Thursday, or Wednesday or Thursday, whatever you want to do, honor the current year honorees and move on. But somebody's ego is getting in the way.
Hashtag Scott Hosey, CAC
Sure.
president.
Yes.
Hashtag Coco Beware.
He went there. He's not part of the B. Brian Blair fan club.
No, he's not. All right, next topic. Next topic is going to be, we're going to step aside for commercial break
Sure.
because we are at the bottom of the hour, and I do want to stay on time for once. Don't ask me why.
Too bad I can't just call the phone and pretend to be B. Brian Blair.
Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from Go Live Vegas in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada.
I've never wanted to see this thing jump up one person.
We'll be back.
If breaking news happens, we'll let you know.
What's up, guys? It's Jeff Cobb here. Come check out Power Play Sports Collectibles. Buy all the cool memorabilia and assistant stuff too.
For all your sports collectibles in Las Vegas, stop by Power Play Sports Collectibles in the Boulevard Mall. Power Play has a large selection of items from all your favorite teams, specializing in the Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Raiders, and pro wrestling. Power Play Sports Collectibles has an online store if you prefer the online shopping experience, plus they ship worldwide. So if you're looking for that sports collectible for yourself or that special someone, check out Power Play Sports Collectibles online at www.powerplaysportscards.com or at the Boulevard.
Old world recipes, old world style, old world taste. Burnt Offerings at 3909 West Sahara Avenue is where the old world meets Las Vegas for a dining experience like no other. Burnt Offerings, where foodies dine.
All right, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere. Jason has a comment that he'd like to make on Burnt Offerings.
One of the best wings in the world. I love their wings. They have great food. Little tidbits of roast that they had.
Yeah, good stuff, right?
Have them bring food here.
I could possibly arrange that. But they're also good for your Extreme Rules pay-per-view party if you want to have some food brought to your house or however you want to do it. You want to supply some goods.
July 4th.
July 4th, absolutely, for the holiday weekend. No, you can't do it July 4th as They are a OU certified, which is Orthodox Union Kosher, which means from Sabbath Friday night sunset to Sabbath Saturday ending sunset, they are not open. But
Somebody who has reheated wings before.
that's okay.
Exactly.
You can do that. That's very nice. Thank you, Thomas. The voiceover guy in the commercials, he likes better than Jeff Cobb, but okay. Anyway,
Last guy he liked and was a fan of, what happened to him?
yeah, God only knows. Yeah, that's right. Yes, he's an Eagles fan. But anyway, so I'm calling for your pay-per-view party, 702-848-BURN. Plus, Tuesday night, July 7th, next week, they are celebrating their 1-year anniversary of Burn Offerings at 3909 West Sahara. And Gypsy G and myself from Time to Vegas, we'll actually be there doing a live remote show from 6 to 7 p.m. But if you guys want to participate and come down and get some great food, take advantage of some free samples and giveaways and all sorts of stuff, guys, I encourage you to make some reservations because seating is going to be limited, 5:30, 7:30.
I missed that because I was reading our
702-84.
No,
That is very true, yeah. I'm working on that. Go Live Vegas, we'll be doing a live remote, Ron, 3909 West Sahara. 702-848-BURN is their phone number if you want to make reservations. Seating is between 5:30 and 7:30, but the podcast or the remote will be live from 6 to 7. Seating is limited to like 28 people per seating, so you better make reservations.
I'm hungry. Date?
July 7th, if you were listening.
I
Tuesday,
was, that's
July
why-
7th.
That's why I'm writing it down.
July 7th. Call for reservations.
So are we bringing the whole cast with us this time?
If you guys
You
want to
can
make
sign autographs.
if you want to make reservations, you could certainly do that and come. Get your name on the list. You can contact Jennifer via Facebook. But do definitely recommend, because like I said, seating is limited because of social distancing, but you will not be disappointed. If you do want to do any remote stuff, Go Live Vegas, they will actually be on site. But if you want to talk to Go Live Vegas, you can give Ron a call at 702-344-6622. He can do all sorts of video production, commercials, whatever you need to have done behind the camera. You can certainly do that, or you can call the 800 number at 855-502-4321, and he'll hook you up. Okay.
I'll be there. I just checked my calendar, as people were probably noticing. I have nothing. I have no date
All right.
that night.
No
Yeah,
date that night?
exactly.
Does your wife know?
And she's at work.
Oh, there you go. So I will be there by 5:30. We'll go live from 6 to 7 on the remote show. Time to Vegas, Gypsy G and I, and obviously Thoughts Count Anywhere will be there, as will Aaron. So that's cool. More shows repping, the better. So just bring plenty of business cards as well.
Okay.
Oh, and the Premier Showgirls will be there too.
Why do you look at me for showgirls? I don't look good in the feathers. I've told you that.
I don't want you in feathers.
you.
Did you see this yesterday's show? All
I'm
5 of
sitting
them?
over here now.
Move closer away.
Premier Showgirls
Yes.
will be there as well.
The Power Play Sports Collectible Showgirls.
That's right.
Yes.
They will be there. All right, next topic. We already talked about the Bash. We don't need to talk about that. Anniversary of the ladder match between Undertaker and Jeff Hardy. What was the significance of that, Matt?
That was like the match that made like Jeff Hardy like a standout as like a singles competitor, and he won the Undertaker's respect that night. And like a crazy good ladder match is like still one of like the highlights of Monday Night Raw, as far as like one of the best matches they've had on that show.
So that was the highlight for Raw. And no, Chief, I'm not bringing the belt to you
Yeah,
tonight. No.
24/7 defending.
No, that's a show for Time to Vegas. It's not a TCA show. If it's a TCA show, maybe I'd bring it.
24/7.
We'll all be there.
Yeah.
Oh, my belt is locked away. I'm retiring. That belt is champion. Okay, next topic. Renee Young was due, I think, today to make a grand announcement. Everybody was thinking everything from pregnancy to another show or whatever, but I believe we have a scoop on what that is, gentlemen. Yes?
She sent in her manuscript for her first cookbook. I really thought she was pregnant.
So did I. So did I. I did too. But it's a manuscript for a book, but did she also say something about a show too? Did I see something there was talk about maybe a cooking show that she's going to do? I don't know.
I didn't see that.
That was just a manuscript? Okay. Did she mention the title of the cookbook in there?
Not that I saw. No.
Okay. That was
John Moxley dinner.
Renee Young. Yeah, I was thinking something about a Dean Ambrose, the Asylum, something. John Moxley. That's what I was thinking. Something down there.
Cookbook, Under the Shield.
That's a good one too. Absolutely.
From the Moxley Asylum.
From the
That's
Moxley
right.
Asylum.
That's right. Meals for the Asylum. Anything on that line will work pretty good. All right.
But the thing is, she did test positive, too.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And she's recovering, which is a great segue.
Yes.
But Ambrose or Moxley or whatever you want to refer to him, he tested negative.
Correct.
So he was fine. All right, next topic.
Apparently, you stayed 6 feet away, or a mask or something.
Especially if they're trying to have a kid. I don't know. Now, if you thought it was
How
good.
does that work? With your daughter in there.
It's called the Immaculate Conception. Now, it was so good once
Just ask Bride of Chucky.
that Kayla Braxton thought it was good to even do it twice. She got COVID twice. How does that happen?
Very careful.
Isn't she married to Bray Wyatt?
No, that's JoJo.
Okay, that's JoJo. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's not. Braxton, isn't that the same name as the commentator, too, for Byron? Oh, that's Saxton.
That's Byron Saxton.
Oh, it rhymes. So
There's a
that's why.
singer. It's her sister, Tony.
See, now you're catching on. See,
Yeah.
You're going off the rails now, too. All right, so, but she's healthy now, too, after having it twice, but will the third time be the charm? I mean, what didn't we do
The first
time that we should have done the second time? I don't get it. There she is.
Let's put our hand in the electric, toaster while it's on twice. I'll quit it. Now, somebody near and dear to my heart, Adam Pearce, tested positive.
Yeah.
Matt was there during that night.
That was
When
one
he
of the
got
most
it? Wait, when he-
terrifying things.
Wait, when he got COVID, he was there?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
No, Adam Pearce and I had a little run-in at CAC.
There was no social distancing.
Yeah, there was
that
no.
night.
And I stood my ground. Adam's like, I was up to his belly button, and I still held my ground.
Thanks
Took
for
a
clarifying.
deep breath afterwards, but Adam thanked me afterwards that I helped change his life, and I wish him the best. He and
Right
I
on.
become great friends afterwards. Scared the crap out of me the next day when he yelled at me and said, "We need to talk outside." And I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm a dead man." But no, he actually took me outside and thanked me and said he embarrassed everybody. And I wish him well, and I am so hurt the fact that he has that, because Adam is a great guy, working a lot backstage with WWE with a lot of the talent. So I'm beginning to wonder. He's also, 3-time NWA champion in the NWA
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. So, yeah, wish him well.
I love his initials.
AP? Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
Someone's got a big head.
It took a second by the time that floated over here through the sound barrier. Anyway, Chief says in the chat room, the title for the cookbook should be Mox's Meals.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That'd be good.
That'd be a good one.
And Thomas mentioned for Braxton that she shouldn't have gone back to work after the first time. Yeah, you flirt with, fire once and,
That's right. And now, I think, I don't know, did we skip it?
What?
WWE was dead set on having fans at SummerSlam, but now with everything going on, it looks like they'll be back at the Performance Center for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise anybody. All right, next topic. Was that a double ring
That was
over
a
there?
double ring.
What the hell over there? Samoa Joe said in an interview he had zero aspirations to do commentary. And when he put the headphones on and Vince chimed in and said, this feels right, he said, I know. How do you like Joe on commentary? What do you think, guys? How do you folks out there think? What's your thoughts on Joe doing commentary?
I think Vince chimed in and gave him his bank account number and said, "Do you want that direct deposit?"
Exactly. I mean, I've heard him a little bit because I tend to watch Raw bits and pieces, but I like his sound on commentary. I think he does a pretty good job.
And you have to have a ex-wrestler do color
Yep.
because it lends credibility to the broadcast.
Yeah.
And having what's-his-face there who had like a song and a dance and maybe half a dance.
Corey Graves?
Corey Graves, yeah, it was horrible.
Now he's dancing,
Yeah.
but he's dancing with Carmella, right?
Which we all knew, so did his wife. But, yeah, this Samoa Joe fits that Jerry the King Lawler image
Yes.
of having, history there and being in the ring and knowing the sport.
By the way, Chief says I should dock your pay for the double tap on the ring.
What pay?
Well, something from nothing still leaves nothing.
You
That's a song
you
also.
could do it yourself and be a ring bell if you want to. I can hand it over to you right now.
Don't tempt me.
Oh yeah, because you did a good job by yourself one time.
Ask Matt how easy it is. Even Matt struggled that one night trying to do
Oh.
it, right? Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Wait, can't we all just get along?
No.
next topic.
How's that?
Yes.
Ryan says Joe is so much better than Jerry Lawler. Maybe Jerry in his prime was better?
Jerry, recent years like JR,
Yeah.
things.
Did he
you
lose
get
a
older.
step? Did he lose a step after the heart attack on
Yeah,
on Raw, you think?
absolutely. And Jerry probably should have just hung it up at that point, but Vince called him back because Vince is
Right.
very loyal. And so, Ryan, hey, I understand what you're saying in today, but I can tell you this: you put Jerry in his prime versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe can't hold a candle to
Yeah,
him.
absolutely. Absolutely. Besides, Jerry loves puppies. Anyway, surprise, Seth Rollins is still showing up to shows with the positive test popping up, and he has a pregnant Becky Lynch at home. Smart or not smart?
Not smart.
But then again, what choice does he have given the current storyline with Ray and his son and all that other stuff?
Very true. I think if you look at who's actually appearing at Raw, they're taking their steps necessary to keep the storylines going and obviously the production. But some of this was also taped way before the uptick in the COVID. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. It'll be interesting to see. That's for sure how things progress. Hopefully everybody stays safe and we go from there. All right, next topic. All right, time for everybody to chime in here. Do you agree with Ric Flair calling Randy Orton the greatest of all time? See it. Greatest of all time.
I don't
Matt?
think he's the greatest of all time, but he's the greatest current wrestler now.
I agree with that. I mean, it's part of the storyline because obviously Flair is handing the baton to Randy, especially with their history and the evolution.
Yeah.
Jason?
I agree. He right now, but as greatest of all time, no, he can't have that demeanor yet.
Ryan puts in there, Prime JR and Jerry was an amazing duo.
Yep.
I know not too long ago was the Foley Taker Hell in a Cell, and both were amazing on commentary for that match. I totally agree with for that match. But yeah, they were fun to watch. A lot like Gorilla Monsoon was fun to watch with Bobby Heenan at the time, right? I mean, that was a fun duo.
Everybody remembers Bobby as an announcer. They forget how
Yeah, absolutely.
A manager,
And a
probably
wrestler.
in my opinion, the best manager, best all around. He was a wrestler, a manager, and a commentator.
I bet you when
Absolutely.
Jerry Lawler's contract's up, the duo gets back together in AEW.
Getting the band back together.
Yeah, exactly. Next topic. Best promo of all time. Pipe Bomb Anniversary was the 27th. You got Dusty Rhodes' Hard Times, AJ Lee, Austin 316. Gentlemen, what's your favorite promo of all time?
Those were CM Punk's picks as like the three best promos of all time. But
Okay, that was CM Punk's.
I would have to go
Okay.
with CM Punk's pipe bomb because I was there.
Were
So
you?
was Jason.
Okay.
I was
That
there, yeah.
Yeah, you were there too. No, nobody knew that was going to happen, and the stuff he said that we all thought like he just went rogue and it just wasn't part of the show, and he was just going ham on everybody.
Right on. Pure natural stuff, right?
Yeah.
What was the reaction of the arena? Was it as bad as not as bad, but as supportive or as into it as it appeared on TV that night? Because I watched it on TV.
Oh, it was a hush in the crowd. They were just in awe of what he was saying. It was one of those things that had you on your seat because you were just trying to figure out if this was staged or did he really mean this?
So why didn't they cut his mic?
Exactly.
They did?
Yeah,
After.
but not during the whole thing. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
True.
So, all right.
Vince basically told him, go out there and say whatever you want.
And he did.
It was the Attitude era. So why not play it?
So speaking of Punk, Bell, since Backstage is now finished, is it the last we're going to see of CM Punk?
Probably not.
I would say yes.
Okay. Why do you say no, Jason?
They kind of kept hinting around to it that he might come back. So, I mean, it's a possibility. There's never in WWE is there never a positive no.
True.
702-329-6947 is our number, Chief. 702-329-6947. 702-329-6947.
He is
Hint,
gonna,
hint.
He is going to kick.
Well, no,
your
he's
ass.
actually asking for it in the chat room.
Yes, but he's still going to kick
That's
your
okay.
ass.
That's all right. All right, last topic for WWE. Vince Russo said the booking of Drew McIntyre is the worst he has ever seen. Any validity from Vince Russo?
He ruined WCW. Why not try ruining WWE?
Okay. I mean,
I think the way they're booking Drew is actually pretty good. He's like super entertaining. He's over, and his Big Daddy Claymore comment. That's all I'm calling him from now on.
Big Daddy Claymore. Who should he be facing right now? I mean, are we doing is he in the best program possible, given the COVID stuff and who's available and all of that?
I would say, yeah, especially with COVID and the lack of talent being able to be brought in, risking until it clears up and they can bring Roman Reigns in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is still an open book because we don't know when Roman is going to come back, if ever at this point. Quite frankly,
We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This is unknown.
I still want to see Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
That would be awesome.
That'd be a good
That'd
match.
be a great match.
Yeah.
that would be interesting.
That would be the greatest wrestling match of all time.
3MB, a member of 3MB takes on someone from Legacy. Interesting. Okay. Next topic. All right, you could take over the Impact Report.
The last.
This is the last Impact report, by the way. Impact had the nerve to try to come up with some bullcrap that they fired Tessa Blanchard, even though her contract was up before Slammiversary. So whatever bullcrap they were trying to pull, Tessa wasn't falling for it. The fans aren't falling for it. So they'll just eat their words when WWE signs her and more people watch their commercial breaks on Raw than they watch Impact ever.
Tell us how you really feel.
Exactly.
Matt.
How come when he spoke, he was the
We
only
keep
one?
going?
Oh, now he's got your name
Yeah.
up there. I was going to say, when Matt was speaking, he was the only one that had his name appear underneath.
I know.
Now he's got yours. Does that mean you got all the words back now? Just, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, at least all three of you have names. I ain't got nothing.
Bellboy. That's what I want to see.
I don't even
pop
have
up.
that.
No, I know, but that's what
See?
we'll put up there.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Steel Cage?
That's it.
Is that your porn name?
Hey, I did
The
not
Canadian
come up with
Flame.
it. Wow.
No. Oh, now
art that?
Now that has to stay back there. Wait, what did you have? He didn't catch it on the camera there.
Oh, I thought
Well,
it was
put the heart buys back up.
Yeah, put the heart ones back up. That fits your name more right now. Jason, we still love you. Yeah, there you go.
Now the Calgary thing back there can stay because that was pretty funny. That was pretty good.
So yeah, I have to agree with Matt. You know, bullshit storyline. First of all, you have no male talent that can hold the men's belt or the championship belt. No discouraging against women or whatsoever. But you had the same opinion that she shouldn't hold a men's title in a sense. But the fact that you had no talent on the roster,
Right.
and somebody here is good friends. Well, actually, a couple of us, but some more than others with the Blanchard family. Impact had no chance of signing her.
Right.
Nope.
Zero. Not as I had a better chance with Impact.
So they've traded Tessa for Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Eric Young and EC3 possibly, and I even saw Heath Slater's name pop up there with a little vignette he posted on Twitter as a possibility.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Well, you mentioned that last week, but that's interesting because isn't he? Well, not that you can't be on a contract to more than one. Oh boy.
It'd be better if you put up Terrence and Phillip. Blame Canada.
There you go.
Oh, that's for that's for Jason.
Do they even have a hockey team in the Amazing 32 that they're having? No.
Yeah, they're playing bellboys.
Yeah.
They're bringing up all the luggage. Anyway,
Chief's texting me. Text me the phone number. Okay,
I did. I texted the number. I put it in my chat room. I even gave out the number 3 times, Chief.
He's asking me. 'cause
Get your hit, but he had it in mind
trusts
too.
me. 3,
You may give him the wrong number so he
Yes.
doesn't call and bug you.
No,
Yeah.
I put the right one in there. 329-6947. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there. Chief just doesn't want to see.
Chief doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
No, he does. That's okay.
Ryan says Russo book WCS. Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I'm reading it. I'm reading it to making sure that it is FCC.
Cetera, et cetera.
Our new guest is Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
Welcome to the set.
Mrs.
Wah, wah, wah,
Mrs.
wah, wah, wah.
Krabappel. But I want to make sure that it doesn't get us kicked off of the FCC and stuff like that. Like I care. Ryan, you're correct. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
All right, Chief, you're down to about 7 minutes if you want to call in. 702-329-6947. All right, Matt Hardy, been with AEW for 3 months.
Should have had a belt by now. They're wasting it. And surprise! You don't have a wrestler book matches while he's currently in the ring.
And that's been
They
the
say
knock.
like Tony Khan's been booking it and he's still learning as he's going. So Who knows how long
With
this is
that
gonna
kind of
take for
money,
them to
sit
get-
back in the press box and just enjoy. And somebody's going to be yelling at you right now.
That's okay. All right,
three,
Chief.
two-
Chief, lay it on me. Bring it on, Chief.
I got your back there, Mr. Hosey.
Thank you.
How are you tonight, sir?
I'm fine. We'll just say this is the Scott Chief show right now.
Matt, good
I'm fine
to
with
talk
that.
to you. Matt, good to talk to you. Jason, good to talk to you.
You too,
And
sir.
I don't know who the other guy is, but hello to his sister.
Oh, you mean?
No, that's my daughter. Daughter, Chief. Now the belt's coming out. Now the
There
belt
you
is.
go.
That is my daughter, not my sister. My daughter.
Now
No.
Chief has hit the red mark.
See, I know how to hit below the belt.
Here it comes, baby. That belt. You better be ready. I'm coming for you now, and I'll put the belt on the line.
Okay.
Don't sing it, just bring it.
Chief,
She's laughing. She's liking it. Anyway, make it long story short real quick. 4 horsewomen, whichever belt he's going to win, he's going to win. They all got to sell merch. And B. Brian Blair needs to go blow his heart out or something like that.
wow. Wow.
And I can tell you the people that came in my chat room and sent text messages, ex-NWA owners, we'll just leave it at that, ex-executive vice presidents that we had on the show here of the CAC recently. Just they're all good people, and I wish we could get the club back to what it's supposed to be. Thanks,
Scott
Chief.
Hosey for president in 2020.
I want Chief to be your campaign manager.
I would love it. I've had you try to book me, and it doesn't work very well, but that's okay.
I only speak the truth. Aaron, I love you, brother. You know that.
I know, my man. I got you. We're going to see you at Burn Offerings on the 7th, maybe, to join us?
And real quick, I'll just say this. The reason I didn't listen to Saturday morning, fellas, I apologize. I've gone back to work.
Well, good for you, sir. No, I
know.
Absolutely. Good for you.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yep.
That's okay. It's all good.
That's okay.
But the Burn
Well,
Offerings
I
thing is at night, though. You don't work at night, do you?
I work until 6.
That's all right.
I'll send you the info, Chief.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get you over there at least
Yeah.
for a few minutes.
We'll figure it out.
All right, guys. Hey, y'all have a good night. Keep the good work up.
Thanks, Chief. As always,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We got, 4 minutes?
Enough time to go over pop culture. We talked about Carl Reiner, so we can ditch that. All right. Minor League Baseball season has been officially canceled. That was announced, like, sort of unofficially months ago because, the minor league, you know this as well as anybody.
Yeah.
Minor league schedule ends, I think, August 31st, right?
Yes, it does.
So they're not going to bring back minor leagues for, 30 games?
My ex-boss, Don Logan, God bless him, a great GM and president for the Las Vegas Aviators. He was actually trying to get a tournament going with Reno, Sacramento, Vegas, and 2 other teams to do kind of a round-robin type thing just to bring baseball into the Valley
Gotcha.
here and for the diehard baseball fans, especially because the Aviators and that beautiful stadium they have
Yeah.
over there is kind of dormant now for the second year, but it fell through the wayside too because unfortunately you would have to use players from those specific teams. So it was a great idea, Don, and I would have backed you on it.
Absolutely.
And let's just wait for 2021.
Yeah, I feel bad for those minor leaguers who needed the extra year of playing time for experience and trying to get their way up. And as you mentioned, the Las Vegas ballpark up in Summerlin was voted the #1 minor league facility last year, and not to not be able to follow up on that is a shame. All right, next topic. Pick one.
Okay.
Oh, you have the back page?
Luxor.
The Luxor is possibly being demolished. I don't know what they're going to put in its place, but it's such an iconic building in this town, and the light on the top, you can read the newspaper from space, they say.
That's right.
Well, the problem with that is, and the same thing with the MGM initially when they had the lion and you would walk through the lion's mouth, is in the Asian culture, you don't walk into and be devoured by an animal, and or the Luxor being a tomb. So you could not, the gaming thing there, that's why they built the other 2 towers, because a lot of Asian and Oriental folks would not even stay there because of that. So it's not a surprise. I guess they really didn't think it through. MGM jumped right on the thing and got rid of the lion's mouth initially. You can't really just get rid of this.
Although the Inclinator's a pretty cool ride.
Yeah, it is.
When you kind of go this way in what you think is an elevator.
And they
that's
are
gonna
talking
this
about the Excalibur too, so
Yes,
it would be
exactly.
that whole section.
Yeah.
So what they could probably put a huge mega resort there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of like
especially-
Luxor, I saw a thing on Twitter. Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt, but they found like all these in Egypt. They found like all these unopened tombs, and somebody replied, "Put that crap back. This is not the year to be doing that."
Yeah, no kidding. We already had the dust storm.
Exactly. And speaking of which, we even had fire
Yes,
in town.
mahogany
last week,
fire.
right? I saw 10% contained as of
As
this
of-
morning.
Yeah. I hope and pray for everybody that has homes up there. They have the boys camp up there. There's also some electronics up there that I'm aware of. And just the people that live up there, I hope everything turns out good for you. And however this started, let's just hope it doesn't happen anytime soon again.
I'm interested in hearing what they find. From one thing I did hear is that the fire started in a campground.
That's not good.
So
We did a campfire and there was like 60-mile-an-hour wind.
exactly.
Can we talk about the other pop culture?
Go ahead.
The Knights not being a hub team.
Yeah, you called that a couple of
I
weeks
called
ago.
that, and I called the exact two cities. So do I win something, Johnny?
I don't know. Give them a call and ask them.
Yeah, exactly. No, Las Vegas with. I'll just put it out there. With the stupidity of some of the things going on in Las Vegas, we are the number one state now with spikes. You weren't going to put a team here. You weren't going to put a playoff venue here. And I called the exact two cities, Edmonton and Toronto. God bless them for doing what the right thing is, and I'll leave it at that.
I'm just wondering about travel restrictions, though.
They'll work through that, and I liked Matt's comment. The Las Vegas Knights fan, or Vegas Knights fan, because we would have had the Eastern teams here, because the East would have been here and the West would have been in the East, so there's no home ice advantage. Yeah. Name 3 Eastern Conference teams.
Well, Washington Capitals would have been one.
I named them.
Yeah, I saw what you named.
San Jose, L.A., and Anaheim.
And don't look
And
for
that's-
Scott to do your weather anytime soon.
And that's
ladies and gentlemen.
sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly.
I still got a couple friends that are Knights fans, and I said something about Sidney Crosby, and they looked at me all cross-eyed, and they're like, "Who's that?"
No. Are you serious?
Well, I
serious.
told you the first time, first year the Knights were here, people wanted Marc-Andre Fleury rookie card, so I pulled them out. I had like 6 of them, and it's obviously him in the Pittsburgh,
Right.
And they're like, no, the guy that plays for the Knights.
Know your history, folks.
That's
Yes.
like saying.
Oh, wait, what did you say?
Know your history.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
think a lot of
saying
people
Brent
need to know
Burns
that.
is not on the San Jose Sharks.
Who?
Brent Burns.
Another one.
Mr. Burns from The
Mr.
Simpsons?
Burns? Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's the guy.
The toothless
George
version.
Burns?
This might be the only time Canada gets hockey in the postseason.
Oh, wow.
Low blow.
Wow. We're staring at our producer,
And he's
waiting
not
for some
saying
retribution
anything.
Yes.
on Scott. But no, he's just holding the cord there. He's waiting till we get off the air.
Why
All
wait?
right.
The
Anyway.
show's going to be edited, which is nothing here.
I'm waiting for a meme to pop up. Either
Yes.
Betty's going to show up or Canadian flag over your face. One or the
There
other.
she is.
There you go. There's Betty in all her glory.
Yes.
Or a blackout right where Scott is.
Yeah. He's
The
trying to.
scramble, right?
He's playing with that video editor right now.
See him pixelated on the screen.
Yeah,
Who
he's-
is that guy? back
Oh,
there?
wow. Thanks.
No, he's going to put a shirt on me that says Democrats rule or something.
Oh my goodness! All right, with that, Jason from the.
Wait.
Oh, you got something?
Oh, he's got some.
Oh,
Oh, look at that!
you know
he just
what?
did you
I
a
take
good.
back all those bad things I just said about you. God bless you. He's going to turn down my mic now. Don't forget, Power Play Sports Collectibles, Saturday, July 11th. And I got to read the time.
You got to. No, well, you have 11 to 1, but you told me last week that that's not correct.
That is correct. I have to have Chadman Designs fix that. It's 1 to 3, actually.
Which
I
you actually
apologize.
said that too on
Yes,
Saturday.
Yeah, 1 to 3. Sean Davari, WWE, and TNA Superstar will be doing the in-store signing.
As of right now.
As of right. No, the in-store signings are fine. And don't forget, Saturday, us two.
He's trying to keep us on
Yes,
track. here.
Exactly. That being Aaron Phillips and Scott Hosey will be doing the Power Play Sports Collectibles show.
And
We will have.
after that,
Oh, yeah, that other show. The Fan Action Network.
Our House, Our,
Our
Voice,
Voice.
the fan cast, has officially dubbed Scott Hosey as the permanent guest fill-in when Andy's out of town, and that's beginning this Saturday. So you'll get, if you haven't had enough of Scott and the guys here tonight, If you haven't had enough of Scott and I Saturday mornings from 8 to 9, just wait till 10 a.m. on Saturday. You'll have one more round of Scott and Aaron.
Wait till I have a good sugar cookie in me. Or a donut.
Great.
Yeah.
Do we have a guest for Saturday morning?
Yes, we
show?
do. I was going to say, Poor Boy
PowerPoint.
Comics. We'll have Anna down here and the great owner for Poor Boy Comics at the Boulevard Mall. They're going to be bringing in some comics and talking about the comic industry, which I am not an expert in. So we will bring the experts in.
There you go.
Yep.
Can't ask better than that. All right. That's 8 a.m. to 9 right here on Go Live Vegas. Saturday mornings, Power Play Sports Collectibles show. Final thoughts.
Everybody be safe out there. Do something entertaining. Everybody's been stuck in the house forever.
That's right. There you go.
I tell them, be safe. If you're going out, obviously, if you want to or not, wear a mask. Be courteous to one another. As this gentleman said, a very nice line over the weekend, and I'm going to let him say that because he said it best. But, everyone be safe. We all love you.
Jason, final thoughts.
Be safe. Wear your masks. First responders, thank you for everything.
Stacy, final thoughts as you've sat in on this crazy, wacky show. And by the way, our producer said I should have you back on if you saw us.
Yeah, Dad forgot about you.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, I didn't forget.
That's okay, Aaron. I see you. Great show, and just love each other. That's all.
There you go. Right on. All right, couple of things for me. July 4th is this weekend, so please be safe. Some fireworks displays will be going on around the town, only about 10 of them. Not many, but if you're going to have some fireworks going off at home in your front yard, please be safe. Start with 10 fingers, end with 10 fingers and 10 toes as well. Also, happy birthday to me. By the time we reconvene next Wednesday, I will have a birthday on Sunday, July 5th. So,
Happy birthday.
Yeah, one thing
Thank you.
about the
Happy
fireworks,
birthday.
if you have a dog or a cat,
yes, thank you.
especially my little one right now, be safe, care for them, make sure they're locked up,
Yes.
and comfort them because loud noises they don't get along with.
Happy 60th, by the way.
Damn. Or you can buy the best fireworks from the guy with an eye patch and 3 fingers.
That's when you know they really work, right? Chief says good night to you too, by the way, in the chat room. All
night,
right.
Chief.
With that, have a safe July 4th. We'll see you next time here. And as I always like to say, and I haven't done this since I signed off with Vegas Unwrapped, which was a show I did for
Or
many
Saturday.
years. Well, I'm saying I'm starting to use it again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chief. Be kind to everybody. Why? Because we're all we got. Have a great week, everybody. From all of us here at Thoughts Count Anywhere, be safe. We'll see you next time right here. Have a great week.
Damas y caballeros, I am Ricardo Rodriguez, and I want every single person out there to watch my very favorite show, Thoughts Count Anywhere, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.